Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. According to Sport, Manchester United are close to agreeing a 70 million deal with Barcelona for Frenkie de Jong, but still face a fight to convince him to leave the Nou Camp. Frenkie de Jong speaks out on his preferred midfield role, and Frenkie de Jong has made a confession regarding Erik ten Hag. Frenkie de Jong has spoke to Xavi. Now, not so long ago, Frenkie de Jong told ESPN, "I prefer to stay at Barcelona." Revert back to the other week, it said Manchester United were willing to offer Frenkie de Jong £395,000 a week. That would make him one of the highest paid players at the club. Frenkie de Jong is a versatile midfielder. He's been at Barcelona since 2019. He's under contract with Barcelona until 2026. Barcelona got him from Ajax. Barcelona paid around £65 million. So that's more news on Frenkie de Jong. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo wins the Sir Matt Busby Player of the Year award for the 2021-22 season. Cristiano Ronaldo won't quit Manchester United as he's hailed Erik ten Hag. Cristiano Ronaldo could leave Manchester United next year. His contract at Manchester United expires next year. There's an option to extend for a further year. Ronaldo is Man United's highest earner at the moment. He earns £480,000 a week. Manchester United re-signed Ronaldo in the summer of last year from Juventus. Since Ronaldo re-signed, he's scored 24 goals in all competitions. He has 18 goals in the Premier League. Ronaldo missed Manchester United's final game against Crystal Palace because he picked up a hip injury. Ronaldo has won over 30 trophies in his playing career, including 5 Ballon d'Ors. Erik ten Hag is Manchester United's manager. Erik ten Hag replaced Ralf Rangnick. Erik ten Hag has got a contract with Man United until 2025. There's an option of a further year. Erik ten Hag attended Manchester United's final game against Crystal Palace. Ten Hag's transfer budget has already been revealed. There's a lot of players that Ten Hag wants to recommend to the club. On the other side of things, a lot of players are going to leave Manchester United, so reflecting on that, he will generate money. Steve McLaren and Mitchell van der Gaag are working alongside Ten Hag at Man United. Ten Hag is Manchester United's 5th permanent manager since Sir Alex Ferguson. It's good that he's experiencing the Premier League. Hopefully at Man United he can replicate what he did at Ajax. You've got to admire what he did at Ajax. At Ajax he won Eredivisie titles, he won Dutch Cups. And revert back to 2019, he got Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals. And I like the way he developed the young players. Ten Hag was the Ajax manager for around 5 years. Not so long ago, it got officially announced that Ralf Rangnick left Manchester United. So reflecting on that, Rangnick will not take up the consultancy role at Man United. Revert back to earlier on this year, it got officially announced that Ralf Rangnick got appointed in as the new manager of Austria. Ralf Rangnick signed a 2-year deal. Ralf Rangnick was Manchester United's interim manager for around 4 or 5 months. He endured one transfer window as Manchester United's interim manager. Unfortunately, he didn't get backed in this year's January transfer window. Before, Ralf Rangnick was the head of sports and development at Lokomotiv Moscow. Manchester United did lose their final game to Crystal Palace 1-0 at Selhurst Park. Despite the loss, Man United are in the Europa League for next season. It got confirmed that Man United endured their worst ever Premier League season. Man United finished on just 58 points. The season just gone, Man United finished 6th. As things stand, Manchester United have not won a trophy for 5 years. Nowhere near good enough to our standards. Man United have won, 4 trophies in the last 10 years or so. Won 3 trophies under Mourinho. That was the Europa League, the EFL Cup and the League Cup. Or should I say the Community Shield, if you want to put that into the equation. And Man United won the FA Cup under Louis van Gaal. The last time Man United won the Premier League was back in 2013. The 4 permanent managers Man United have sat since Ferguson. Manchester United sat David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, and in November last year, Manchester United sat Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And like I said, not so long ago, Ralf Rangnick left. Like I say, I hate the way the football club has been run for a long time. We've got to get the Glazers out of Man United because they've been one of the biggest issues at the club for a long time. For quite some time now, there's been a lot of United fans protesting against the Glazers, and I think the protesting will persist until the Glazers are out of the club. The Glazers have owned Manchester United for around 17 years. They bought the club for 500 million back in 2005. Revert back to earlier on this year, it got officially announced that Matt Judge resigned. Matt Judge won't play a role in the summer transfer window. He was at Man United for around 8 years. As you all know, quite a lot of players have left Man United on a free transfer. Not so long ago, Man United confirmed that Juan Mata will be leaving the club when his contract expires this summer. Juan Mata endured 8 years at Manchester United, so reflecting on that, he was a long-serving player. Mata made 285 appearances in all competitions. He scored 51 goals. Man United got Mata from Chelsea back in 2014. We brought him in under the David Moyes era. At Man United, Juan Mata won the Europa League, the FA Cup and the EFL Cup. The other day, Manchester United confirmed that Paul Pogba will leave on a free transfer when his contract expires at the end of June. He said Juventus are close to signing Paul Pogba. Pogba has already endured one spell with Juventus. He endured 4 years with them. Real Madrid and PSG have been linked with Pogba. Revert back to earlier on this year, Pogba rejected a move to Man City. Pogba missed Man United's final game against Crystal Palace with injury. Pogba is injury prone. Pogba endured 6 seasons at Manchester United. He played over 200 games and he won 3 trophies. Man United paid around £89 million for Paul Pogba from Juventus back in 2016. We had Pogba when he was a lot younger under the Ferguson era, but had to let him go due to limited appearances. Not so long ago, Man United confirmed Jesse Lingard will be leaving the club. He's out of contract very soon. Lingard is tipped to join West Ham as he's been released by Manchester United. At one point, Lingard endured a 4-month loan spell with West Ham and he made an impact. We should have cashed in on Lingard, was it last year, when we had the chance. Lingard was part of the football club for a long time. He came up our academy in that. He was mainly a squad player because Lingard didn't really get in the team much. Like updated you not so long ago, Fabrizio Romano said that Eric Bailly and Axel Tuanzebe are set to leave Man United this summer. The decision has been made. Eric Bailly should have left in January. Manchester United got Eric Bailly from Villarreal back in 2016. Man United paid around 30 million. Were brought Bailly in under the Jose Mourinho era. Bailly did endure 5 years or so at Manchester United. In April last year, Bailly signed a contract with the club until 2024. Bailly was a good centre-half for United, but he was injury prone, which was a concern, and obviously he did lose his place in the team a while ago with the signing of Varane in the summer of last year. And Axel Tuanzebe, the season just gone, he was out on loan with Aston Villa. He's endured quite a few loan spells with Aston Villa. As you all know, Lee Grant retired not so long ago. Edison Cavani, he's already left the club. Not too sure where he's going. Well, he's been heavily linked with a move to Spain. Cavani did lose his place in the Man United team when Man United re-signed Ronaldo in the summer of last year. Man United did get Cavani on a free transfer from PSG back in the summer of 2020. Matic, he's leaving. Revert back to earlier on this year, Matic announced he'd be leaving Man United. Matic was not one of Man United's first choice midfielders, but despite that, he'd still been given his opportunities. I always had my reservations about him. He had his good games at United. Matic endured 5 years at the club. Man United got him from Chelsea back in 2017 in a deal worth 40 million. So there you go, and Dean Henderson, he's on his way out of the football club. He's been heavily linked with a move to Newcastle. Henderson's Man United's second choice keeper. The season just gone, Henderson only made 3 appearances. Tom Eaton, he's another one on his way out of the football club. Tom Eaton's our third choice keeper. He's a backup. Man United got Tom Heaton on a free transfer from Aston Villa in the summer of last year. Alex Telles, I reckon that he's on his way out of the club. You know, Telles has endured a difficult time at Man United, even though he has had his good games. He's been poor for the last few months now. Telles appeared to be our first choice left back when we had Rangnick. That's only because Luke Shaw's not been available though. You know, Phil Jones, I reckon he's on his way out of the club. Man United definitely need to get rid of Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire's not good enough. You know, the season just gone. A hell of a lot of United fans were demanding for the captaincy to be taken off Maguire. He's not a leader. Maguire's endured like 3 years at the club. Man United got Maguire for 80 million. He's the most expensive centre-half in the world at the moment, and he's the second most expensive sign at the club behind Pogba. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I think he's on his way out. The Manchester Evening News said not so long ago that Man United are offering Aaron Wan-Bissaka to clubs. At least one club are in for him. I heard that Aaron Wan-Bissaka could be making a return to Crystal Palace. Aaron Wan-Bissaka was not our first choice right back when we had Rangnick. You know, Diego Dalot was. Defensively, Bissaka's good most of the time, but the attacking side of his game is not so good. Aaron Wan-Bissaka endured 3 full seasons at Man United got Bissaka in a deal worth 50 million. Man United will also look to get rid of Martial permanently. There's been actually talks of a Martial and Darwin Núñez swap deal. The season just gone, Martial was out on loan with Sevilla. And you know, players will leave Manchester United next year. We've got quite a lot of players' contracts that expire next year. You've got Shaw that's out of contracts next year. If Shaw doesn't pick up form and he doesn't stop getting injuries, I think he could leave. Shaw's probably only had, 1 or 2 good seasons out of the 8 seasons or so he's been at United. You know, Rashford, his contract expires next year. I'll say the same thing regarding Rashford, what I said regarding Shaw. You know, if he doesn't stop getting injuries and he doesn't pick up form, he's another one that'll leave. Throughout the course of this year, Rashford's been subjected to a lot of transfer speculation. And you've got Ronaldo's contract that expires next year. You know, Diego Dalot's contract expires next year. De Gea's contract expires next year, but De Gea won't leave, will he? You know, De Gea was sensational this season. Recently, De Gea won the Players' Player of the Year award for the 2001-22 season. So there you go. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes on the channel if you do consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very soon.